Well, today on Nation, Window Cleaners Podcast, we're talking all about no one cares about your window cleaning company. That's what we're talking about. Too many of us focus on the wrong things. So we're going to talk about what you should be focusing on, what customers actually are looking for, how to help your company be bigger, better, and be seen more. So if you're a window cleaner or anybody in the window cleaning or service industry, stay tuned to WCR Nation. What's up, everybody? Jersey here from windowcleaner.com, and you are here. What's up? Hey, if it's your first time here, have a look around. Tons of content. We've been doing this now 10 years. It's 10th year, not season, year, every week for 10 years. Tons of content to go back on. If you haven't been listening and catching up, I can't imagine you're going to be able to go back and listen to it all. But every single week I got people who tell me, man, I've listened to all of them, which is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you're out there working while you're listening, because that's also amazing. But if you are, let me know. I always love to hear from people about that they're out working or that the show helps them and all that stuff. So thank you guys, everybody, for reaching out to me. Genuinely, thank you. I just want to put that out there. But anyway, so today I do want to talk about basically people focusing on the wrong thing in their company. And a business owner has a lot of pride in their business, and they think the stuff that interests them is the stuff that interests their customer. This is the same reason why when people come up with ads, they go, man, this is great. And then they, put it out there, and all of a sudden it doesn't do very well, and they're shocked, and they're like, well, why the heck is it not doing well? Well, because you made the ad for you. You're not your customer. So you have to remember who you're talking to. And I always say this kind of cliche-wise, but if you speak, say, another language, and all you speak is, say, Spanish, I can't talk to you right now and communicate. I have to know your language to talk to you. I don't have to know my language. It doesn't matter what my language is. I have to talk to you. I need to know your language. Now, if you speak Spanish and I talk to you in Spanish, then all of a sudden you can understand me, right? It's the same thing with business. So many, and I'm talking about almost every single company that's put stuff out. Now, over time, or they understand it, or they've done some research on philosophy and business and stuff like that, they can change, but there are so many things that people put out there that are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage, and they go, oh, hey, what do you guys think? And then you go, well, I would change it. You don't know. I think I'm going to go with this. Okay. Well, then you're not looking for actual suggestions. You're not even trying to understand the psychology of selling. You're not. What you're trying to do is make yourself feel better about this thing that you created. And you have to separate that in business. Understand that a customer, a potential customer, a lead, and anybody you want to talk to does not care about you. Now, eventually they might find you're awesome and have kids and they're really interested in that, or they want to know about your pets and all that. But they don't in the beginning. They have a problem. They're interested in their problem. They're interested in their pain points. They're interested in why they are calling you. You just happen to be potentially an answer. And if you go into, oh man, how amazing am I? That doesn't mean people now are confident with you, because you haven't told them how you're fixing their problem. You're not telling them how you're able to stop their pain point. Their problem, the reason they're calling you, has not been addressed. You're too busy telling them how awesome you are. And you might be proud of your achievements and your equipment and your all of that. I understand. And as somebody who sells equipment, and that's how I make my living, I understand the hypocrisy here. But I want to give you a story. And this was one, this happened a long, long time ago. And it was extremely eye-opening for me. But we had a guy, we had like a neighborhood picnic type thing. And in this picnic, the mayor of our town was coming. Okay? Fine, cool, whatever. A company in our area who did a different type of service was just trying so hard. I mean, washed his trucks and a trailer and equipment and parked it right in front and go, oh, mayor, come look at me. Look at all my equipment. I gotta show you how state of the art I am. Look at this. And I remember looking at the mayor like, okay, wow, it's pretty good. Wow. And the disconnect that this guy thought the mayor was going to be extremely interested on the equipment this guy had. And the mayor going, well, okay, well, this guy could be a vote, so I got to put up with him. The disconnect, they both did not understand what the other was trying to do, and they both did not see what was happening. The guy showing off his equipment, oh, you see the mayor, look at my stuff. He said it was really nice. Oh, man, state of the art. Oh, he's selling. Oh, man, I can't believe it. That's not at all what's going on. Understand, if you're really impressed with a car and you don't know too much about cars, you go, oh man, that thing looks fast. Yeah, 0 to 60 in this time. They tell you what it can do. Then you go into the state of the, this is all the cars, you know. The interesting thing to people, where people connect, is what the car can do, right? A self-driving Tesla is not, well, this car's got 31 sensors and camera reports, and you're going, okay. You go, oh, and it drives itself. You go, oh, right? They're understanding what it does. They're understanding what it could do for them. Now all of a sudden they're interested. How does it do that? Now they can go into it, right? But so many companies are too interested in telling you about them. We're this, and this, and look at us. We state of the art, this. We're the best company in the town, and we're the... Just because you tell a customer you're the best company in town does not mean that the customer goes, I believe you. Because they don't. They don't know you. They don't believe you. And you telling somebody you're the best, if you have to say it, you're not, right? So you want to brag about your certifications and your trainings and your this, and you go, well, it's building trust. It's not because they don't know you. You got to build trust after they go, yes, this guy can solve my problem. Here's how. The customers only care about their problem. How can you solve their problem, then explain everything, right? And stop talking about yourself. Now, when I say stop talking about yourself, I do not want you to think at all you should not be explaining the value of you. You should. But you're jumping the gun. This is the same reason when people put ads out. And I just saw one yesterday in the group. Such garbage. It was so bad. And listen, I am not a mean person. It's just not in my heart to be mean. I don't want to be mean. But when somebody's like, this is awesome, a lot of people are like, oh, I would change it. If it's crap, bro. Like, this is really bad. We should redo it. We can make it really good. Right? When I say that, understand, I'm not trying to just be mean. When you can't break through with just saying, well, I changed some things. They go, well, I'm going to try this. Okay, cool, man. I don't care. But when you create an ad and you go, we make your windows sparkle with the clearest cleaners on this side of the... You're just filling words. You're talking about yourself. Right? That does not create intrigue to get people interested so that you can then explain your value. If you just jump in and go, you walk up to somebody in the street and go, hey, 20 windows, $199, right now we can get it done. Best window cleaning company. They're like, oh, no, I'm good. Right? It's the mall theory where you go in and they spray you with a perfume. And you're like, oh gosh, if you like it, you stop. If you don't, they go, and you go away, right? They give you the information for them to make the thing. In ads, it has to create intrigue in you. You have to go, oh, window cleaning, huh? Man, that's like, I always tell people in a home show booth, and I've seen dozens and dozens, and if not hundreds of home show booths, the biggest from left to right on the very top of the background should say window cleaning. That's it. What are you putting your logo on there? What are you putting there like, we're the best, blah, blah, blah. Don't stop. You have to tell somebody what you do for them to go, huh, Window cleaning. Oh, well, now they're interested. Now you provide your value. Now you tell them why they should choose you. They've already gotten interested in that. But if you just go in too far, this is the same thing with religion. I don't talk religion, but just hear me out on this one. Think about this very, very loosely here. There's two things you don't talk about, and it's politics and religion because they're beliefs, right? We understand that. But if I walk up to you and I throw a religion thing to you, hey, have you done this and this and this? Or politics, right? Hey, President Trump's the greatest president we've ever had. If I just jump into the conversation that way, you're like, whoa, bro, all right, cool. You walk away because you're like, man, you were coming in hot. I came in with something before I got your intrigue and got you interested in bringing it up. It's the same thing with sales. This is the same thing with how customers think about you. Too many people are interested in just putting stuff out there and they're like, hey, we do this, and this. 70 bullet points. No one's reading it. They wrote a freaking, page and a half of text and they go, well, I'm interested. I've told everybody they need to know. They'll buy right from this ad. No, they won't. An ad does not make somebody buy from you. It's just like a wrap on a vehicle. If you put 30 things on there and you put a bunch of text about how great you are and all this other stuff, no one is going to be like, well, I'm going to call. You didn't create interest. You threw so much stuff out there that they backed away. If you just put window cleaning, now they're like, oh, hey, I didn't know somebody cleaned windows. Or I'm looking for a new one. Or my windows are dirty. Well, what's the deal with this one? Let me go to their website. Now they're interested and they're allowing you to kind of tell them more things. And then you go to the website, you got kind of the value points, propositions, and all that stuff on there, right? But too many people think that they care about you. They don't care about you until they care about you, right? Genuinely, if you're single right now and you go to a bar and there's a bunch of people there, you do not care about every single one of them, right? You have to talk to somebody, right? An icebreaker gets you interested. Okay, now I'm talking. Now you can eventually build up that thing when you're like, I really care for this person, right? This is why the theory of love at first sight is so fairy tale to some people. Is when you go, lust at first sight, that makes sense. Wow, this person is super hot. But love at first sight is a fairy tale. The reason is because I don't know about you. I am not interested in intrigue. I may be lustful or want to know more information, but I know nothing about you. How can I absolutely be in love with you right away, right? Same thing with companies. You think, not you, some people, think that by putting an ad out there that everybody who reads it is going to be incredibly interested in everything that they do, and this ad is going to sell you, and man, you are going to be stupid if you don't buy from this. Look at this. Look at all the things I do. That's not it. And you only have one time to make a first impression. The strongest thing you can do is make a first impression. Now, if you don't believe me in that, if I put an ad out there, you're like, oh, this company, If I walk up to you and I'm like, hey, how about Joe Biden? He's amazing. Or whatever. I go up to you and say Trump, or I go and do something, or I go and talk about, gun rights or some kind of trigger something for you. And right away, out of the gate, I say that. You're like, okay, all right. And then you walk away. The next time I'm like, hey man, how are you? They're like, oh, it's the guy, right? The first impression's gone. It's the same thing in business. Yes, you can create an impression. Somebody sees something, and whatever. Then all of a sudden, a while later, they hear from their friend who uses you. They're awesome, how great you are, everything else. That all makes sense down the road, true. But that's returning to creating an impression much, much harder. So when you're creating an ad, you're thinking about, how do I get a hold of these people the first time? How do I create that in them that they want to know more about me and my company? And how can I then get them on the value and then sell them and close the deal? Right? If you go to a car dealer and you're walking around just looking around and then some guy comes out, hey man, we can work out the numbers right now, get you this car. You're like, whoa. Dude, I have so much questions. I don't know about the car. I didn't take it for. you've pushed too fast, right? People do that in the ads. They just absolutely do. They come out there and go, hey, 20 window special. We can do this. Blah, 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 blah. Call now, book. You're like, whoa, no. There's so many more pieces to this puzzle, man. That's where people fail in a lot of it. They think that the customer thinks and is interested in the same things about their company and just like not at all worried about how it's going to solve any of their problems they're looking at. It's the focus that you put on your company to try to tell them everything. Guess what? If I tell you the value that gets you to say yes, right, after you're interested, well, yeah, window cleaning, could do that. Tell me a little bit more about you. I tell you some things, you're like, you know what, let's do it, let's book. And I didn't tell you about the other stuff. I didn't need to tell you about the other stuff. It's my pride now that I'm like, well, you already booked, but let me tell you about some other things. That's not what's happening. The value has already been there. It's already been done, right? Now, I gotta do a quick shameless plug. As you know, if you've listened to this for 10 years, I have to tell you about myself and how I make money and how you can help me. If I've ever provided value or you thought, man, that's kind of a cool idea and maybe I've done anything for you, you're already buying window cleaning supplies, so why not let me put them in for you? And you literally just text me like, yo, Jersey, I need this, this, and this, or yo, Jersey, I got a cart saved, man. I put it in, check your address, make sure that's right. I place the order for you. It's the same speed as if you did it yourself, but you get me involved and I get you your free gift if you got that, free shipping, any sales, discounts, all that stuff. But more importantly, you help me afford my black t-shirts or hair gel or Band-Aids or brand name Kool-Aid or all the things that every week people tell me the things I can buy with all of my ruples I make on commissions. So thank you, but please, my number is 862-312-2026. It's a cell phone, so text me, call me, whatever. I would love to put your orders in. Big orders, little orders, it does not matter. Also, if you haven't gotten a subscription to the American Window Cleaner magazine, do that. Whoa. Oh, wait. Go ahead, pause the show, go to awcmag.com/sub and get a subscription. It's $69 for an entire year. It comes with the sticker sheets. It comes with the most awesome magazine that exists. Go do that. It'd be absolutely awesome. Also, if you're looking for a CRM, which I know you are, 20% off Jobber. The link is in the comments. Go to that. It will get you 20% free demo for 6 months. The best CRM I've ever used in my life is there, and I was lucky enough to be able to do demos with them, talk to them, and hook me guys up with a discount. Plus, I get credit on that one. More hair gel for me. Also, WCR Marketing, I got print discount for 15%. That link, also tagging me, is down below, and love those guys over there. They're super awesome. And Steve just had a baby, so let's help support him. If you need prints in any kind, shirts, apparel, postcards, flyers, EDDM, all of that stuff, go to their 15% off plus a discount code. Anyway, okay. I got to do the shameless plug, you know? Hopefully I make some money so I can do this next week. Anyway, so when we lose this sight of everything, we lose sight of the emotional connection that we can have with customers. And the reason people buy on emotion. They buy on emotion in a luxury. They buy in necessity when you're buying like whatever. If I'm buying milk, I buy the milk that's there on the shelf. If I'm buying shampoo, and I'm not a dude because we don't care, but if you're a girl or you have a significant other that is, I'm guaranteeing you that the shampoo and conditioner they use matches, and it's some fragrance, and it's some company, and it's some... Do you remember the Herbal Essence commercials back in the day? They were risque, whatever. They were, people washing their hair like, oh my gosh, they were enjoying it. That was a really good campaign for them because guess what? It connected emotionally with people and they bought shampoo. It's shampoo. It makes your hair not dirty. Literally, you could use a bar of soap, which if you're a dude, you probably have done it at some point in your life. But you know what I'm saying, right? You got to create an emotional connection. And people go, well, I'm a window cleaner. How emotional am I going to be? Okay. Let's think about this. Why does somebody buy a window cleaner? They don't have to clean their windows, but why do they? Well, it takes a long time when they try to do it themselves and they do crappy work. Cool. Okay. So they'd waste like a whole weekend trying to do it, right? Yeah. All right. What's our target market? Right? What's our customer base? Right? If it's a middle-aged mother, that's our target, right? A lot of us, that's our demographic. They have kids. They want to spend time with their kids. Okay. So the emotional part is they want to spend time with their kids. Well, that's not why they're cleaning their windows. I know. But they also don't want to spend all weekend doing it to be a crappy job. And then everybody's disappointed that they did this. Okay? So let me go back. Look at that. The emotional part of it is they want to spend time with their kids. Realistically, that's what it is. I know you're saying, well, you're really diving into that one. Okay. What about the dude? Well, he could clean the windows. Yeah, but same thing, he wants his weekend. He works hard all week and, during the weekend, he just wants to relax. Cool. What does he like? Maybe golf? Barbecuing? Right? Okay. We clean the windows. You go golfing, right? Maybe this weekend is the weekend you would have gotten a hole-in-one. Let us do the window cleaning. Focus on what really matters, golf, right? Something like that. You're going, well, that's stupid. It is. I'm just trying to create intrigue. I'm not trying to tell you, hire me and only me because this is me. I'm me. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. You want to golf? Golf. Oh, you want somebody to free up time? I can do that. Here's why I can do that. Here's why you should choose me, right? Once you get your brain around the time, yeah, you know what? I do want to go golfing this weekend and I don't want to do stupid windows. I'm hiring this guy, right? Whatever those reasons are, whatever they're doing, you're selling on. Okay. Now, you know what? A lot of my customers are older, right? Okay. So a married older couple, the wife knows the husband is getting older. He can't walk very well. She doesn't want him on a ladder. Oh, he's going to do this. He's stubborn. He's going to do this to prove he can do it. And he's going to fall off the ladder. And it's going to be terrible. Okay. Let us clean the windows so you stay off the ladder, right? You stay off the ladder and spend more time with your wife. Whatever that is, when you look at it realistically, you go, what's their pain point? No one needs clean windows. This is the part that everybody gets wrong, is they go, well, they need it, so, save $20. Stop. What are you talking about? Stop trying to do discounts that's somehow going to make more people buy. You're absolutely wrong. You are not understanding what they're doing or why they're buying it. Why are they buying it? The little old lady doesn't want her husband on a ladder, right? The wife wants to spend time with her family or has to. Maybe soccer is every weekend, all weekend. She's got no time to do that, right? The husband, maybe he's got other time. You know what? I really wanted to go barbecue this weekend. We're going to have some friends over, right? Maybe the family's going to have the mother-in-law over, and you know what? Every time she's here, she nitpicks, and if I do the windows, they're going to turn out crappy, and she's going to say, oh, wow, really good work on the... Okay. How do you message that? How do I say something that triggers it with you that you go, ooh, yeah, man, that would make sense. Now they're interested. Now you sell them and tell them your unique point, why to choose you, build the trust, all of that. Don't slap them in the face with that right out of the gate. You're not going to connect with anybody that way. You have to find the way that they did. Most ads fail because of that. If you stumble across somebody who goes, man, you know what? I need a window clean. I've been searching all these companies. I don't know. I don't know what to choose. They go to work, forget about it, and all of a sudden they see an ad and they go, oh, yeah, that's right. I got to get window cleaning. Cool, I'll hire them. That does happen. Very, very, very seldom. But if you're at the right place at the right time, awesome. That's why you should be everywhere. But in reality, they still already built up the interest and the intrigue and then just happened to see you. That happens sometimes. But so could that be in anything else. You still have the ad. All you need to do is have it say, I do window cleaning, and now all of a sudden the person who's already looking for window cleaning finds you. But that's like 2-3%. Most people, you're trying to create the intrigue and go, this is what I want, right? Perfect example. Believe me or not. you've seen a commercial for some kind of beverage, and it is sweating. You've seen a beer, it's dripping, the can is dripping, right? You know that indicates that it's getting warm, right? The outside air is drawing the moisture or the temperature change, and that's creating the condensation. It's dripping. So when you see a soda that's been sitting there forever, there's a big puddle of water on it because it's drawing all the heat out or the cold out. That's a bad thing. But in a commercial, you're like, oh, that beverage is so cold and refreshing. And okay, what about a coffee? If you put up a hot coffee, there's steam coming off that thing. It is hot. And you're like, in reality, I couldn't drink that. It would burn the crap. My top of my mouth would turn into a blister. You can't drink that. But if it's winter and you see that, oh yeah, nice warm coffee really warmed me up, right? It's the message that they're making you think or feel by what you see. They're not telling you, look at how hot this coffee is. It will burn the crap out of your mouth. You cannot drink this thing or you're going to have to sue us. If this spills on your crotch, you are going to burn yourself. They're not telling you that. But they are. If you were literal. But ads are not literal. Buying is not literal. Understand, this is why I'm so passionate in that we are a luxury business, because it's the way we sell things. If you're a gas station, guess what? If you put an ad out there and go, BP makes you drive longer on road trips with your family, that ad doesn't actually work. It doesn't work. It's the same thing when you see those ads that go, it's like your power company or, one of those companies that you've never heard of and has nothing to do with anything. You can't actually buy anything from them, but they're like an ingredient in something, We don't make the plastic, we make the plastic stronger, right? Or like a hospital or something, where you're like, these are necessities. A gas station you go to because it's close to your house or it's on the way because you need gas. If you chose a different gas station, it's because you like that gas station. And you like that one because I go in there, I get my drink, and they got hot dogs, right? I go to the Quick Trip, or I go to QT, or I go to, Sheetz. If you guys have Sheetz, they're absolutely amazing. I get my gas there because I'm already there. They don't go, well, our gas is so much more gassier. They tell you all the things. What do you feel? What do you do? Why are you doing this, right? That's why you go. That's a necessity. If I get gas, I won't break down on the side of the road. If I don't get gas, I can't go anywhere. I need gas. This is why there's so many gas stations. It's also why there's not gas stations in the middle of nowhere, right? High traffic. But window cleaning, nobody needs window cleaning. You don't die if you don't have window cleaning. It's nice. You know what? I'm an old person who is pretty much housebound, and I like to look at the birds. Cool. Still like to. You're not going to die if you don't see birds, or you see birds through a dirty window, right? Understanding we're a luxury allows you to understand how people buy a luxury. I always say Ferrari, Lamborghini, all those things, in those super sport cars that are out there. No one needs a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or whatever. Pick up the thing, whatever it is. They don't have ads. You notice that? They don't have sales. You don't go in and go, hey, it's Labor Day. What can I get? Is there a President's Day sale on this Lamborghini? They don't. They go, no. Did you want a Lamborghini though? Okay. I'm starting to see it. Okay, we'll go into a Lamborghini dealer or a Ferrari dealer or something high-end. They're in suits, and they give you champagne when you come in. They talk to you. Sir, how are you? You go to a really fancy hotel. You're paying 3 times more than the rest of them. They go, oh, Mr. Jersey, how are you today? Wow, all right, now I'm treated with some respect. Look at this. I'm paying for that experience. That's why I chose that particular place. The same thing goes in what your luxury is. What is the feeling that it's given? If I buy a Ferrari, what is it? Oh, it's driving. It's Italian. It's leather. I can drive out in the country, fast around turns. And when I pull up to a restaurant, everybody looks at me. You've seen car companies like that either, where they're like normal car companies trying to show their luxury one, where they pull up and, mind you, look at this. Next time you want to see something, look at every car commercial you ever see, watch this, listen, I promise, this isn't a very cool fact. Every car commercial you will ever see, ever, look at the ground, look at the street they're driving on, it's wet. Every single time. And the reason is because it makes it look clean and it makes it look fresh. They wet the ground before every car commercial you have ever seen. Unless it's on fresh blacktop, they don't have to. But everyone, the ground is wet. They wet everything down because they don't want it to just look like dingy and kind of dirty and there's like, leaves and debris.
It's 8 o'clock.
They are trying to create an entire image and feeling for you. What happens? You look at like an Acura commercial or something where it's like, it's not like a supercar, but they can make nice cars. You show ones where it's a valet and they walk up and everybody at the restaurant goes, and they stare at them. You're going to turn heads in this car. No one, you're selling on the luxury and the feeling that you're going to get over anything else. Too many of us forget that in our industry and they try to just put everything out there. So if you're creating ads, you're doing anything, understand the customer, what the customer feels, not you. Who cares what you do? Later, you can tell them about your fully insured and 7-day rating. That's value later, but you slap them with that right away. They don't care. They're like, okay, you're talking about you, right? It's you-I language. Anyway, I'm off my high horse. Guys and gals, if you are watching, I would love to make enough money to send my kids to college. They are at that age, and I'm going to need money for that. So if you would like, I would love to put in your orders, 862-312-2026. Every order is absolutely awesome. Big orders, little orders. Heck, you want to buy, 20 systems? Let me know. We'll hook you up. But you need to buy something that's over $49 ship free? Let me know. 862-312-2026. Again, American Window Cleaner Magazine is absolutely amazing. Go get that, awcmag.com. If you're looking for something to comment, and I want to see that you are actually listening to this point, comment the word wet for the wet concrete, the asphalt I was just talking about. Put wet. Then we'll know that you watched all the way through, and other people will be completely confused, and I love that. So go do that. Also, you guys know Jobber, 20% off. Please, if you're really looking at something to run your company, look at a Jobber. Do the demo. Don't listen to me. Who cares what I say? Go do the demo. Absolutely amazing. Also, you need prints. You're going to print stuff. Why not save money and use an awesome company that's going to get you an amazing, amazing print. These guys do such good work. Discounts down below also. And until next week there, understand what your customers want, think, feel, before you care about what you want to tell them. But more importantly, go out there and be epic.